Every Taylor Sheridan TV show that isn't part of the Yellowstone universe. While Yellowstone is Taylor Sheridan's most popular work, the producer has many other TV show titles to bolster his portfolio. Sheridan's other major TV works came after his success with Kevin Costner's John Dutton-led series. While Yellowstone's 5 seasons aired on the Paramount Network and streamed on Peacock, Sheridan's offshoots, 1883 and 1923, debuted on Paramount+. Sheridan has a contract with the streaming service until 2028, so he's producing a lot of new content. Taylor Sheridan's first TV show after Yellowstone was The Last Cowboy, a reality series about real cowboys rather than the fictionalized ones of his neo-western. The story follows 8 genuine rodeo competitors competing for $1 million, showing the behind-the-scenes of high-stakes competitions like the ones often featured in Yellowstone. The Last Cowboy has run for 5 seasons and could return at the end of the year with Season 6. Sheridan created the series, and he plays a role in its promotion and is featured as a judge. The story is as much a documentary as a reality TV show. Like most of Sheridan's other works, The Last Cowboy seasons 1 to 5 can be streamed on Paramount+. While not as popular as Yellowstone and his other fictional works, The Last Cowboy is Sheridan's only reality/docuseries, yet it supports his mission as a creator as much as any of them. The screenwriter has been credited for reviving interest in cowboy culture, causing a bit of a renaissance. Mayor of Kingstown is Taylor Sheridan's crime drama starring Jeremy Renner. The story is set in a fictional city where Renner's character, Mike McCluskey, is tasked with keeping the peace between rival gangs and the local police. The production brought Renner and Sheridan together again after the former starred in Wind River, Sheridan's 2017 film that he wrote and directed about a crime on the Wind River Indian Reservation. Jeremy Renner's Mayor of Kingstown divides critics and audiences, the latter more fond of it. Mayor of Kingstown was Sheridan's first fictional TV show after Yellowstone. Premiering in November 2021 on Paramount+, its release predated 1883's debut by 1 month. The Mayor of Kingstown is the most robust of his fictional series outside Yellowstone, with 3 seasons under its belt, and The Mayor of Kingstown Season 4 premiering in October 2025 on Paramount+. Despite the show's mixed reception, audiences and critics alike were glad to see Renner return for Mayor of Kingstown Season 3 after suffering a life-threatening injury in 2023. Sheridan continued to pull big names for his next Paramount+ drama, a mafia saga starring Sylvester Stallone called Tulsa King. After decades, Stallone's Dwight Manfredi, a New York mafia capo, is released from prison only to be exiled, tasked by his new boss to start a crime ring in Tulsa. Tulsa King debuted in 2022, and its 2nd season followed delays in September 2024. The 3rd season will follow much more quickly, with the announcement that Tulsa King Season 3 will premiere in September 2025, precisely 1 year after its last chapter. While Sheridan famously wrote all the Yellowstone franchise and many of his other shows himself, Tulsa King varies from most of his other works in that the screenwriter handed off his writing duties after co-writing the pilot with Season 1 showrunner Terrence Winter, the show's head writer for Season 2. Tulsa King has been well received by audiences and critics, with critics giving the series 89% and audiences giving it 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. Switching gears a bit, Lioness is a female-driven CIA drama that Taylor Sheridan created for Paramount+. The series has massive stars to fill out its cast, with Zoe Saldana leading the cast as Jo, the leader of a special operations team for the CIA called Lioness, which handles high-stakes terrorist threats by implanting an undercover agent, also called a lioness, for which the team and the show are named. The Lioness cast includes Nicole Kidman as Caitlin and Morgan Freeman as Secretary of State Mullins. Lioness Season 1 introduced Laisla de Oliveira as Cruz Manuelos, the lioness for the team's overseas mission against a powerful arms dealer. After a successful first run, Lioness Season 2 added Genesis Rodriguez as the new asset for the Lioness team, with Joe's team taking down another national security threat, this time on America's southern border. While Lioness Season 3 has not technically been confirmed, Saldana hinted at Lioness Season 3, saying she signed up for 3 seasons at least. Well, Lawman. Bass Reeves was devised initially as a follow-up to 1883, temporarily titled 1883. The Bass Reeves story, the 19th century story, doesn't overlap with the lives of the Dutton family tree. Lawman, Bass Reeves Season 1 follows David Oyelowo as the titular lawman, who makes an incredible journey from slavery to holding a U.S. Marshal's office. Lawman. Bass Reeves also differs from Sheridan's other works in that he didn't write the series, although he served as an executive producer. While there's technically no word on a second season, Lawman, Bass Reeves Season 2 got an exciting update from star and executive producer David Oyelowo. When speaking with Screen Rant at the SXSW Red Carpet event for his Apple TV Plus drama Government Cheese, Oyelowo said he was willing to saddle up again, saying, "The more people ask for more lawmen, Bass Reeves, the sooner it'll happen." Perhaps the best of Taylor Sheridan's TV shows outside the Yellowstone universe is Landman, his West Texas oil drama starring Billy Bob Thornton. Landman Season 1 followed Thornton's frontman, Tommy Norris, as the fixer for MTX Oil, a company run by John Hamm's Monty Miller. After Monty Miller's death in Landman Season 1, Thornton will step up to run the company, and the development promises to make Demi Moore, who plays Monty's wife, now widow, Kami Miller, a main character. Landman Season 1 debuted alongside the final season of Yellowstone, bolstering the show to immediate success. The second chapter will follow shortly after its premiere, with Landman Season 2 slated to debut in November 2025, just a year after its initial release. With a changing landscape for Thornton and Moore's characters, Landman Season 2 is set to be even better than its freshman run, with Sheridan adding Sam Elliott to the cast. Unlike some of his other recent series, Taylor Sheridan writes Landman himself. Taylor Sheridan may be the cowboy king of television thanks to his Yellowstone empire, but the man's talents stretch far beyond the dusty ranches of Montana. While audiences may be obsessed with the Dutton dynasty and their sprawling legacy across Yellowstone, 1883, 1923, and Lawman, Bass Reeves, which is often associated with the Yellowstone umbrella, Sheridan's writing pen gallops across much broader terrain. From gritty border town thrillers to elite military operatives, Sheridan's creative frontier is as vast as the American West itself. Here's a deep dive into every Taylor Sheridan TV show that isn't part of the Yellowstone universe. And trust us, there's not a cowboy hat in sight. Well, okay, maybe one or two. 1. Mayor of Kingstown. Welcome to Kingstown, Michigan, a bleak fictional industrial town where incarceration is the primary economy. Mayor of Kingstown doesn't play nice. It's dark, morally gray, and frankly, terrifying. Think The Wire meets Oz with a shot of Breaking Bad's cold-blooded intensity. Jeremy Renner stars as Mike McCluskey, the de facto mayor of the town, not an elected official, but a fixer who acts as a mediator between inmates, guards, gangs, and corrupt officials. In a world where power isn't held by politicians, but by those who can control the chaos, Mike attempts to bring order to the lawless. Sheridan co-created the show with longtime collaborator Hugh Dillon, who also stars as Mike's brother Ian. Sheridan's signature storytelling thrives here. Morally conflicted men, systemic corruption, and justice that's just out of reach. It's not a fun watch, but it's a necessary one. A commentary on the American prison industrial complex, with grit under every fingernail. 2. Tulsa King. What do you get when you mix Taylor Sheridan with Sylvester Stallone and a fish-out-of-water mob comedy? You get Tulsa King, a surprisingly charming and bruising tale of second chances, modern mafia misfits, and unlikely loyalty. Stallone plays Dwight, the General Manfredi, a New York mob capo who's exiled to Oklahoma after serving 25 years in prison. With swagger and sarcasm, Dwight decides to build a new criminal empire in Tulsa, whether the locals like it or not. Cue cowboy boots, dispensary shakedowns, and generational culture clashes. Though the series has the crime undertones of The Sopranos, it's lighter and funnier than most Sheridan works. Stallone plays Dwight like a lion in winter, tired but still dangerous. There's heart underneath the punchlines, and Sheridan uses Dwight's outsider status to poke fun at both mobsters and the modern Midwest. It's not just a fish out of water, it's a shark in a cattle trough. 3. Special Ops. Lioness. Ever wonder what would happen if Zero Dark 30 had a baby with Homeland, and then handed it to Taylor Sheridan? Enter Special Ops. Lioness, an adrenaline-soaked dive into the world of elite female operatives, international espionage, and the toll that secrecy takes on the soul.